And let's just say that you wake up in the morning, you didn't get anything ready. You got your lead, and you either hummed about it like, oh, not this one again. But you get up in the morning, your alarm clock's going off, you slam it, it falls on the floor, still going off. You finally get down, you get it turned off, you go head to the bathroom, you stub your toe, you get into the bathroom, jump in the shower, it's all cold. You get your clothes and they're wrinkly because you didn't look at them the day before. You get to the customer's house and you punch her right in the face with your morning. This happens every day. Not to be in your face, but I'm going to be in your face. It happens every day. What's even worse is it happens in a lot of your companies. You may not know about it. But let me tell you about the customer. She's a little old lady, just lost her husband, and he makes all the decisions, or made all the decisions. She's scared. She doesn't know what to do. She needs the help, and she opens up the door because she needs your help, and there's you with all your glory for that morning because you weren't ready the night before. That's just getting ready. Now, how many of you know sales reps that wear tool belts? Not too many. They should. They need to be professionals. Sales professionals will wear a tool belt. Now, I'm not just talking about the little clip that you can buy from Lowe's. A tool belt. Now, your sales professional may not even know what's in it. That's all right. As long as they go up on the roof and they sound like they're the telephone man, that's all I want. You have to do a presentation. Now, I go into a lot of companies and many of them do not do any type of presentation. They don't even want to talk about the company. I don't know why, because they're great companies. They don't explain the process. For whatever reason, they assume that the customer already knows what the process of getting a roof done is. You have to make sure that that is when you're explaining how you're different inside your presentation. Explaining to the customer, we do things differently. This is why we do it, because we are going to warranty this project, and this is going to be our roof. It's going on your house, but it's our roof, and we want to make sure it's going to last. Is that okay with you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? There's two ways to do your roof. You can do it this way, the typical way, or you can do it our way. Which way would you choose? Well, I like your way. Why? Now you have them selling themselves. You have them explaining to you why they want your way of doing business.
Over the past 10 years, I've helped some of North America's largest home improvement companies train their sales staff to become high-performing professionals and add millions of dollars to the bottom line. Now, I speak at industry conferences, breakout sessions, and company workshops teaching business owners and sales managers how to meet and exceed their revenue goals without having to market themselves as the cheapest guy around.
To creating an experience, it is more important to create a prospect experience than a customer experience. Most people think that creating a customer experience is more important because that's who's doing business with you. Now, when you're looking at the prospect experience, how much can a company increase gross revenue simply by implementing and enforcing a comprehensive prospect experience? You can create more than $950,000 to $2 million extra per year just by creating that customer experience. Those folks that get 100%, not just the 30 to 60% that become a customer. And the reason why is right there. It's the closing rates. You can increase your closing rates and you can increase your pricing. And once you increase your pricing and you can increase your closing rates, that is enough to bring you up to $950,000 to $2 million more than what you're currently closing this year.
One thing most business owners don't know is that an underperforming sales guy costs them upwards of $250,000 in lost sales. 9 times out of 10, that salesperson was talking to a prospect who would have become a customer if he'd only followed a proven sales process. In companies where I've trained salespeople, from one-man roofing companies on up to top companies and franchises all over the United States, the largest cause of frustration to the owner and management is how their sales staff approach potential customers. The company either has a sales process, but sales staff just don't know how to follow it, or they just don't have one at all.
To make sure that they do everything right, process. This is the one thing that I find in all Davids is lack of process and discipline. When I go in and say, can you tell me what your sales process is? And the sales guy looks at me and says, I'm sorry, what?
If the prospect has a budget, they can be sold as long as the salesperson knows how to sell. Trained salespeople create winning first impressions, get past all the objections, and close more sales in less time. In fact, one of the fastest ways companies can raise their prices is by training their salespeople. In my speech, Close Like the Pros, your salespeople are going to learn the exact same sales process that has helped small and large organizations grow their sales by as much as 50%. My pre-close system will empower your staff to overcome the most common customer objections and get a clear yes without having to discount your prices.
You have to do everything. It's the goodnight kiss close. From the time you get there to the time you end, you have to do your job and you have to do it right. Everything in its place because you only get one shot.
And in my speech, The Prospect Experience, you'll learn how to differentiate your business from your competitors and raise your prices, all while increasing your conversion rate. The key is all about treating your prospects like loyal customers before they buy, not after.
So Marilyn Monroe, she lost a close friend and she invited Thokey to come along with her. So they went to the funeral. After the funeral, they came out. They were walking out the back doors. They were going down the sidewalk. She goes, "Hey, do you want to take a quick walk?" He says, "Absolutely." So they were kind of arm in arm. They're kind of slouched down, and they were moving along. The streets was very busy. The cars were flying by. People were walking by, not paying any attention. She goes, "Do you want to see something funny?" She goes, "Yeah, absolutely." She straightened up, she put her head up, she slowed her glide, and she glided. All of a sudden, people on the street stopped, the cars stopped, they took out their cell phones, they posted to Facebook and Instagram. No, that didn't happen. But the world stopped as soon as Marilyn Monroe gave everybody the Marilyn Monroe experience. So that's how we look at it. We want to give them an experience that stops the world from turning. Everything around us stops when we come on site. When we go into a customer's house, we blow them away.
Empower your sales staff with the training that they need to become top performers, whether it's closing more customers or offering prospects a superior experience. A highly trained sales team has the potential to take your business to the next level.